Ladies and gentlemen, happy Monday. Welcome to Group Chat.
We're here.
We're here, and you know, we're in the fashion business. And we cover a lot of a wide variety of business genres, but I think it's right that, you know, when we spot an emerging fashion trend, we say it, you know, because we are experts.
Yes.
Dee, you in particular, I'll give you credit for this one because I think you're onto something here. Over the weekend, you know, perusing the news,
Yes.
you spotted a trend in the making.
I think I spotted the biggest trend of fall 2020, especially for Brentwood moms.
Wow, that's a big market.
It is. I mean, that's probably a
Golden Goose.
$50 million market.
Yeah, look out, Golden Goose, you know?
And it is inspired by the lovely convicted felon, incarcerated convicted felon, Felicity Huffman.
Was it like what she wore into the
her
court
look
or something? Her
in
court look?
jail is really hot.
Oh, her actual...
Like she has a green jumpsuit on and a white dad hat and like Under Armour dad sneakers.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, she looks pretty cool.
So you think fresh off Orange is the New Black, now we got Felicity Huffman in jail.
Yeah, because orange is just an ugly color, right?
Yeah.
Orange, no one wants to wear an orange jumpsuit.
Sure.
It's
She's
disgusting.
wearing green?
She's wearing green.
Look at you two, man. You guys were already inspired.
I was in there.
Oh my God, you guys are both wearing green hoodies.
And the way, like the fit of it, it's like a little baggy but comfortable, which is what mothers want.
Yeah.
Trendy moms.
Yeah.
And she's got like the weird athletic athleisure. I mean, the moms
It's a
aren't gonna
little
wear-
Kanye.
It is.
The oversized?
Yes.
And like the New Balance looking shoes?
Yeah. Like I think there's a designer, like someone at like, you know, Reformation.
Oh,
or,
and she's got the dad hat on.
yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying.
She looks like she's at Sunday service.
Yes, she looks trendy as shit. That is going to be the biggest look. If I had a women's brand selling to that demographic,
Yep.
I would convert. Like Revolve should take advantage of this.
Yeah.
Like jumpsuits, prison jumpsuits.
Is that a one piece?
It looks
No,
like
it's a two-piece.
It is
It's
tucked
a
in?
tucked-in shirt.
yeah. I like that. It just makes it so much more chic that it's
Imagine
tucked
if
in.
you
And
like,
name tag. You got
Yeah, you got to put it.
Yeah.
You got to put something on it.
that could be
yeah.
your brand. You put the brand name
Yeah,
there.
you put the brand like it's a prison jumpsuit.
Imagine if you walked through Beverly Hills and there was just rich ladies
I'm
looking
telling
like they
you.
were out of prison.
Think about it. So many of their peers are going to jail. It's going to be the look.
This is what I'm going as for Halloween now.
Yes, you should go as Felicity
If
Huffman.
you went as Felicity Huffman in jail,
It's decided.
Yeah, it's
I
so
didn't have
good.
an idea, but now I do. I'm
Yeah.
going in.
it's too bad you don't work for us. Do you guys do a Halloween costume contest?
Yeah.
You do it
Yeah,
on
yeah.
your side?
Yeah.
What's the prize?
Some sort
$1,000
of cash prize.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, I
1,000.
decided to give 500 for Young and Reckless.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm going
You know,
big.
you know what we should do is Young and Reckless has a winner, and then the 5-4 has a winner, and then it's like a battle with
For
a
a
whole
bonus.
office. Yeah.
For a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
I like that.
then the entire office secret votes.
Yep.
That'd be
Okay,
hot.
we should do that.
Yeah, like a Super Bowl.
Okay, Pete. There you go.
It's. I have it all recorded.
Yeah.
Okay.
You better wear a wig too.
Well, there you go. I know we have a lot of ladies that listen to the pod.
Don't tell you I didn't.
You know what I
Give
mean?
you-
I'm just saying, get ahead of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's cheap. I'm sure you can come across prison
Jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Do a little
When you're
alteration.
buying it off Revolve for $400 next
Yeah.
September.
Yeah, get a Balmain jumpsuit for $2,000.
Okay. Well, there you go. Don't say we never told you. You guys ready to get into some news?
Yes.
Let's talk pop culture. Kylie Jenner. She did this video on YouTube that was a tour of her offices. And her offices, my note, because I watched it before it became this, they look incredible, as you would imagine.
Yeah.
Spotless. It looks like no work has ever been done there.
No one work has been done.
I don't think anyone works there. I think she has the world's nicest office.
Yep.
They just built the office for YouTube.
Yeah.
And then there's some factory somewhere where everyone's doing
YouTube
it.
probably built it.
Yeah.
It is empty, and there's a part. Not only is it empty, but it's like everything is perfectly laid out. And she's like, "Oh, it's kind of a slow day today. You know, a lot of people are out." And it's like, "Come
Jewish
on,
holidays.
Kylie, stop."
Jewish
Yeah,
holidays. There's a lot of
sure.
Jews in Calabasas.
Sure. So, cool little office tour. Great office. She keeps talking about Stormy the whole time because that's the main attraction that everyone can't wait to see. Stormy's asleep in the other room. She says, we're going to go wake her up. She wakes her up and she sings a little song. I'm guessing you probably do similar things with your kids. You guys
Yeah.
have songs? You guys have go-to songs?
Yeah, I have my song.
Oh, you did. You made a whole song.
I made a whole
He made
song.
a whole song,
I was
yeah.
before Kylie made it cool.
Anand, are you a singer?
I'm
sing
more of
Drake
a
or something?
singer-songer, you know. Not a full song.
Okay.
So I got a little.
Well, that's what
tunes.
kind of what Kylie did, right? So all she said was "rise and shine," but
Yeah.
she said it in this little tone, and it's that moment just exploded on the internet.
Yeah.
So now it's the hottest meme. It's being that I now am a exploding star on TikTok. I
Yeah.
can tell you that it's huge on TikTok.
What are your views like now?
They're getting there. It's a little slow.
Hit or miss.
I had one really big one and then sort of having trouble. So whatever, it became like literally a meme everywhere. Instead of being embarrassed, not addressing it, Kylie Jenner, the billionaire that she is, decided to release a merch line. So now she has Rise and Shine Kylie merch.
This family knows how to capitalize on a moment.
What they know how to do is take like press and turn it into dollar bills.
Yeah. They don't leave any moment unturned.
There's no
No.
dollar that they're not capturing.
like
No.
even Kanye's in Jamaica for Sunday service, and they turn around like a Jamaican Sunday service capsule, which is like, and it's so photoshopped so poorly, and
Yeah.
it's just like, whatever. We're just taking advantage of the moment. Let's just make some money. They're just making money every which way. It's unbelievable.
When's the Kanye Jesus movie? Isn't it supposed to be out this week in IMAX?
Jesus is King.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
wow.
it was like IMAX? I thought it was October 23rd or something.
Oh, I didn't know
or
that.
6th.
I didn't even know there was a movie coming.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a trailer for the album.
No, that album's never coming.
Okay.
I think he just filmed Sunday Service and made it a movie,
Uh,
right? I think that's what
That's all
happened.
it is.
But I think it's like this week.
okay.
Um,
Stay tuned.
Yeah, whatever. They know how to, you catch them, you give them a moment, you make them a meme. She probably sold 100,000 units of merch.
Yeah, you give
Millions.
them a moment, it's 20 to 30 million in their pockets.
Yes. Easily.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm dying to know if I can find out how many. If anyone works with her, I want to know how many units she sold of this.
I think we know who does their merch.
We need to ask.
I think, well, I'll ask tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
Yes.
Let's talk about sports. Michael Jordan, not Michael B. Jordan, the original Michael Jordan, has done a nice thing. I don't know. I mean, we talk a lot about like billionaires and these really rich people doing these sort of vague charity things and not doing things that actually affect people right here, easy to digest. There it is. He seems to be doing that. He has opened 2 medical clinics in his hometown of North Carolina.
Yeah.
What's this for?
So he's opening 2 medical clinics. It looks like to help people that are uninsured, and it's in Charlotte. And the good thing about it is, we always talk about exactly what you said, is that these people make money and then they're like, oh, I'm funding research. I'm like, fuck out of here, research.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
I
I
hate
want to
that.
see impact right now.
Yeah.
Charlotte is the team that he owns in the NBA,
Yep.
that he has made a fortune off of. So the fact that he's giving back to the same community that he is profiting from, that's ultimately how you want to do it.
And he's from North Carolina.
Yeah, and I just think it's great that like you could do all these other things in the world, but help your hometown, help where you made all the money.
Yeah, and make it like, I don't know. I'm probably partially wrong because there probably is a lot of benefits that come from like the Bill Gates people like going and tackling, whatever.
Yeah.
Bill Gates is obviously unique, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Funding research. But like I like LeBron James opening a high school that you can go see, and like there are X amount of kids in there right now. Here is the change that happened that
In
wouldn't
that
have
community,
otherwise
yeah.
happened. Yeah. Same with this. I'm sure that you can easily quantify what impact it had.
Yeah.
I just am sick of all these vague donations.
Yeah, and the problem is when you donate money and you don't have a clear track of where it ends up, sometimes it's scary because a lot of people mean well and they give money and they want things to happen.
Yep.
But it gets caught up in this like bureaucracy of like weird nonprofit.
I think a
abyss.
lot of it is
But
actually driven by like write-offs and sort of like, oh, this is part of what I do, as opposed to like a real passion for solving something.
Yeah.
So Michael Jordan has been criticized for decades for being the guy that said Republicans buy sneakers too, doesn't
Yeah.
stand up for anything. And I think what he's done is actually like here's the journey of someone that has made a ton of money, and everyone comes to their own time when they decide it's their time to give back. And that's why I always get mad when we all just criticize billionaires. I mean, Michael Jordan's been rich for a really long time. He chose this time to give back to the community that he's from, and great for him and great for everything he's doing. But I think every rich, successful person has to come to that on their own. And when you try to make that a law is when you're not actually going to succeed.
Yeah, but here's the problem is if you don't publicly ridicule these people, they may never do it.
All I'm doing from my point of view is saying my opinion. Like, I don't think it should be illegal to be a shitbag, but I will tell you why I don't like them.
Sure, and I think you can. And so Jordan's in his 50s now, and he's made a lot of money for a long time, and he chose this is the time that he wants to build hospitals and service the community that he's a big figure in. Yeah. And I think that's fine, and it's great. And like I you could have criticized Jordan for 30 years for not doing this earlier.
Yeah, and I'm sure I did.
But I think you also could have. I think that that's fair too. Like, I think, I don't know, I do think that the same way there should be an expectation that you should hold the door for a woman walking behind you. We should expect that. That's how people should act.
You should hold the door for anyone.
Exactly, but I gave the most obvious example, right? It's like uncriticizable. My point is, I think that we should also be allowed to have an expectation on these very wealthy people that had a lot of good fortune to look out for others in some way. I think it's okay to just hold them to that expectation. There shouldn't be any laws. There shouldn't be any of that shit. But I think it's okay to openly criticize.
Yeah, because we know to make that kind of money, you need an element of luck. It's not just because you're that talented.
A huge
element. Of course. Yeah, that's why. So you got blessed with the lucky gene. You got to pay it forward.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Apparently you're not on it. No. Because right now you sound like you're the billionaire protector.
Yeah.
I wish I was a billionaire. Yeah. I wish I was a billionaire.
If you were, we would attack you all day.
You might be able to get a check for this work you're doing. Yeah. Well, good stuff. Good for
good for Mike.
Good for Mike, man. And last point is, I think that people follow what they see. And that's part of why I think Trump is so bad outside of politics, is when you see greed and hate and jealousy and resentment, you emulate it. When people see the people that they look up to doing great things that they can understand, like, oh, he opened those things, opened a high school, paid off student debt, got it, not some vague thing. People go emulate that around their city and with their friends, and you know what I mean? Like, I think it's weird that this thing that happens, that the people that are doing the greedy, crazy shit are the loudest, and the ones that are actually doing really good work don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
So all it looks like is, well, shit, everyone successful is just money hungry, greedy.
And
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I thought was cool was that he actually got emotional. And Michael Jordan, I've followed him my entire life. The only time I've ever seen him get emotional was when he won the NBA championship on Father's Day. And his dad had gotten killed.
Yeah.
But
what about the meme? Wasn't that Hall of Fame speech? The meme?
Yeah, it's a Hall of Fame speech. No.
You're talking about when he won, but Hall of Fame speech he
Hall of Fame speech is separate.
But the Michael Jordan crying face meme is from the Hall of Fame speech. Yeah. That's probably why he's not emotional anymore. It's like, I was emotional one goddamn time, and now look at it.
But he's just a savage, winner, ruthless killer, and even he can be emotional.
Yeah, he's got a heart. Yeah, there's a heart in there, Michael.
Sweet guy.
Sweet Michael. Who would have thought? Okay, let's get into some technology business news. It looks like another big, powerful entity that is finding their sweetness is Lyft, because they have decided to start giving free rides to all people, like going through job interviews and training programs. Is that right?
Yeah, so they're partnering. It's called the Lyft's Job Access Program. And they're partnering with people to give them rides to and from job training programs, to and from job interviews, and to and from the first 3 weeks of employment. So their thesis is, their study shows that 44% of Lyft rides start or end in low-income areas, and that the ability to have like affordable transportation is actually one of the biggest challenges for people to get to escape poverty, because they can't get to a job physically. Yeah. So I think it's a pretty noble cause. I think it's great for the purposes of employment of an interview. I think it's great for the first 3 weeks, but then after that, unfortunately, that person, hopefully they're earning money, so that gives them the ability to earn money to find a more stable form of getting to and from work. It's pretty interesting. Like, you don't realize it because we're obviously very fortunate, but a lot of people have a hard time getting to and from work. And the effort that even people in our office have to take buses and trains just to get here on time. It's a pretty interesting problem that Lyft is trying to solve. And, I'd love to see if there's a program. This is where I think I love the idea of, if you're not going to be profitable, at least help the community. Like, if there were subsidized rides that for people that can prove low income, I'm all for that.
Yeah, so they're trying to provide rides for low-income people with disabilities, and the concept of it is incredible. I love it. Lyft should not be subsidizing these rides. They lose billions of dollars. They are a publicly traded company. They have shareholders to answer to. If Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon,
they should partner with
extremely
them.
Profitable companies that wanted to partner with Lyft and Uber.
So maybe they have to do it to lead the way, because
I actually think it's irresponsible for Lyft, who hasn't even figured out their business model,
because they know they're going out of business.
So you think this is just
You
like,
might as
let's
well
just
just
get
at least
you know what?
Go the other way. Don't become profitable. Find out how to burn money quicker.
If you want to do the marketing angle and want to make Lyft this, like, because that's what Lyft wants to be. They want to be, Uber's the big bad evil guy and Lyft is the community team, right? Go partner with someone who actually has money that can afford this. Lyft cannot afford this.
Yeah.
And it's irresponsible.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I think they're not going to make money anyways. At least do some good. You go do some good for Uber. Doesn't do good for the community, like Lyft is trying to, at least.
But you're never going to actually be able to do good if you go out of business.
Well, at least they're leading the way.
True. I mean, if they're sitting around a boardroom somewhere saying, "Hey, you know what? I don't think we'll ever be able to make these rides profitable. Let's make them least profitable."
But here's the thing. This is where what Mark Benioff said last week. This needs to be an innate part of your culture. Yes, you may say it's irresponsible. I could name every business that's doing irresponsible things with their money that are unprofitable, that are publicly traded. There's so many. The list goes on and on. So if this is part of your innate brand,
yeah, but I think you could figure it out with someone who actually has.
I know, but they're only putting $50 million.
I mean, we're just throwing like $50 million.
All these companies, everyone adores.
Like, when did $50 million become irrelevant?
It is in this world. It is irrelevant. You know that it's irrelevant. All those companies that everyone heralds, Robinhood probably spends $50 million in kombucha for their employees, and they're considered a disruptive company.
It's a lot of kombucha. Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of you is the problem.
You could do it in the right way, which is get someone who actually.
I think maybe someone will step up to the table, but you have to do it for people that.
Google's an investor Lyft. Why wouldn't you just go to Google?
Maybe now they will.
Because I don't see any way that ride sharing. I don't even see a path. I mean, I'm no economist. Just to clear up that. Last week I told you I wasn't a doctor.
You're not a doctor.
Clarifying titles here.
What the hell are you?
I don't know. Man. I'm just a podcaster and a TikToker. But they're not even close.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool, man. Cool, though. Let me just say cool. I agree with both of you. Because you're right. They shouldn't be doing it. But fuck it. All these people are burning so much money.
Yeah, I'd rather have it going into rides for the disability than to Adam Newman's pockets.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. Burn it to the ground.
Yeah, you're right. How do you prove that you're like on your way to a job interview?
I'm sure there's some murkiness
Can't I just be going to job interviews all over the city tomorrow in a black car?
I mean, then I give him black cars.
I'll say, hey, look, this is a very serious job. I need a Suburban. Okay, let's talk about Charles Schwab.
Yeah.
Charles Schwab is directly going after Robinhood.
Yep.
So we talked about it in an earlier episode, how they are, taking a lot from what Robinhood does to try to up their business. Now, in a new steal, they're like the Instagram to Robinhood's Snapchat.
Yep.
They are allowing people to buy fractions of stocks, which is also something that Robinhood will do. So on Robinhood, you can literally put any dollar amount.
I don't know how you do that on Robinhood. I'm trying to do it right now.
You just enter the dollar amount. When you hit buy, you put whatever
But
dollar amount.
if you want to buy $20 of an Amazon stock, you can buy it.
Because it says you have to put in shares. I'm looking at it right now. If you can walk me through how you do it.
Hold on, I'm on it right now.
You could do that on Bitcoin. You cannot do that on stocks.
Yeah.
It says shares of Apple, and you have to pick how many shares. You cannot do it on Robinhood.
Hold on.
Unless there's another type of order. I don't think Robinhood's figured this out.
I swear you could.
Charles Schwab's the innovator. It's a great man. He figured it out.
I mean, it's not even showing me the button because I don't have any cash in this freaking app.
No, but here, look at mine. I have it. Show me where you can add half a share.
Just put 0.1.
You can't do point. I'm telling you, that's
You've
Bitcoin.
done it.
I did it before.
Bitcoin. No, that's Bitcoin.
No, he did
I
it.
did it with Anand in the office.
Yeah, you did.
I did it in front of it.
Okay, maybe someone listening can show it. I physically can't do it. Maybe I don't have like a special account on Robinhood.
Okay. Well, anyway, sorry for the confusion there, audience, but I'm pretty sure you can. If you can't, then Chuck is ahead of the game.
Yeah, he is. That's what I'm saying. He's ahead of the game.
So I don't know, but either way, I mean, I don't know. Do you think?
I think.
What do you think turns out here? Because obviously, I think, oh no, shot Robinhood's the sickest. I'm speaking from.
Here's the problem. Robinhood is extremely overvalued.
Yeah.
Okay, where they sit today. Assume that they figure out other parts of their business. I think I think Robinhood has a place in the market. I also think Charles Schwab has it. They manage $3 trillion or something insane like that. So they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just they finally woke up and said, "Oh my God, we need to make changes fast." They did the free trading. So if you're already on Charles Schwab, you're not going to leave. Now they have something to market. They have free trading. And guess what? Charles Schwab is profitable and can outspend Robinhood on marketing. So that's where I think it becomes interesting. And stuff like fractional buying of shares, like if you don't have $1,700, you can't buy a share of Amazon. So for $500, you can. So I think I think Charles Schwab is on the right track. And the thing about it is most financial companies are on the exact opposite track. Like, for example, one of our banks we use, Wells Fargo, should just go away. They're just the worst bank. They just do everything backwards.
Yeah.
They're just so stupid.
Yep.
So I just think that at least this particular company
At least they're
seems to be
trying.
evolving. Yeah.
At least they're trying. But, you know, this debate isn't about Robinhood's valuation. I just don't see how a young person that is sub 30 that got a bonus is going to sign up for Charles Schwab over Robinhood.
It's marketing.
Marketing. They just have to turn on the marketing.
They got to go spend the money.
If you do it, they can
even
do it.
forget the marketing. The interface is just not comparable.
They got to
now. Right now it is.
But do you know how long it'll take for Schwab to figure out an app that is comparable to Robinhood? That's not happening.
I mean, they have the money to do
the
it.
money.
They do, but they're not. They're not doing it.
I mean,
why don't they have it? Why don't they have it by
They
now?
could have it in 1
What
year,
if they've
though.
been working on it? It's out in 6 months.
Yeah, if they're in 6 months
You
and
know
they
what
have
they're doing.
I
50
don't,
billion of
Chuck's working.
Chuck
Chuck
might be
obviously,
working.
they're announcing free trading. They're announcing fractions of stocks. Chuck is in
At
there
least they're
grinding.
trying. I just don't.
And by the way, they're trading 14 times earnings. It's if you believe that this is the future of way people will work with financial companies, Charles Schwab's not a bad bet.
It's just scary, the Instagram, Snapchat thing. When you think about
Yeah.
how, I know it's different. I know I get it. But like fundamentally, when you think about the fact that we never would have guessed Snapchat would get wiped off the planet by stealing stories.
Yeah.
But it happened that quick. People don't care. If you market it right, the product's good enough, they're like, oh yeah, I trust Charles.
Yeah.
Who's Robinhood? Doesn't he steal from people?
Yeah, Robinhood's a stealer. You want that guy stealing your
from the
money?
rich?
Yeah, what happens? You make a lot of money on Robinhood, he takes it?
Yeah. You made $1 million.
Gives it to a new account?
It's good. I'm curious to see how it evolves.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Charles Schwab's not going out of business anytime soon. They're super profitable. It's great. It's a great business, but I mean, at least they're responding.
I like that old man is trying.
Yeah, Chuck's trying.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. I just like, we see so
I
many
like
bad
that old
moves.
man just sitting there like, you motherfuckers, you need to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Robinhood's doing
What the
this.
fuck is a Robin Hood? Figure this shit out.
I mean, they're actually kind of late because Robinhood's
Doesn't matter, but
Going
Robin
viral
didn't
for-
have scale probably till recently.
no, they probably had scaled 2-3 years ago.
Think about all the other people that are,
No, there's
letting you
people.
return other stores' items in at your store. That's their plan for growth.
Yeah, he's trying, man. I give it to him.
Yeah.
Good for Chuck.
Yeah, I
Good
like
luck.
Chuck. Good luck, Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Louis Vuitton. Let's talk about big moves by Louis Vuitton. They're really good at tapping powerful people to come in and really just help the business. First, Virgil. You know, they reached out to Virgil. Unlikely collaboration. Ended up being massive for them. Huge success.
Huge.
They decided to tap in another very powerful person and see how that works out. Donald Trump. Louis Vuitton, Donald Trump
Collabo?
is collabing. They're going to have orange bags. Louis Vuitton opened a factory in the U.S. and they're going to start producing bags and leather goods in the U.S., which is actually a pretty big deal. And the other big deal about it is, of course, Trump is sort of backing it. Mm-hmm. And I just wouldn't have, I don't know. I mean, I know Trump's whole thing is jobs and factories and manufacturing back in the U.S. I would not have expected one of the early names that we hear talking about this story to be Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is the area in Texas is called Johnson County.
Okay.
And funny name for a county. Mm-hmm. Made in USA, Louis Vuitton leather factory. It's a $50 million factory.
Everything's $50 million this episode.
What else is $50 million?
The money that Lyft is burning on.
Oh, yeah. It's an easy number. People remember $50 million.
Just take 50.
It's like just enough to get a headline, not enough for
Not
anyone
enough to
get
make
mad.
any real.
Throw 50 at it.
They're also planning to build a second workshop in the same area, and it eventually plans to employ 1,000 people in Johnson County. Big win for Trump, who wanted to bring manufacturing back to America. Louis Vuitton has the gross margins to make stuff anywhere they want.
Yeah.
So for them, I don't know where they're importing the leather, but America has great leather. Mexico has great leather.
Just a lot of people feel the same. I love America.
Yeah.
But like made in Johnson County, Texas, doesn't feel like your luxury handbag.
Yeah. I mean, that's interesting. I didn't think of it like that. A lot of people view made in America as higher end.
But the Louis Vuitton crowd, you think? As opposed to made in Italy or wherever the fuck
I don't
it's
think
made?
anyone looks at where anything is made in personally. Like, I remember when Prada moved to China for their footwear, everyone's like, I'm like, nobody knows. Nobody cares. Balenciaga Triple S's are made in China. And that's a $1,200 sneaker.
Yeah. They're
know
just
what
so
I mean?
on trend.
So how does this conversation go down? Trump calls Bernard and says, "Hey, I need to win. 25% of your business in the U.S.
No, I
You're
think
showing up to Texas.
I don't
and
even.
we're gonna
Bernard
do a
went
little-
to Texas?
Yeah. I don't even think it was that. I think the combination between how big their business here is, transportation times. They probably did the math and said, we might as well just make these in America. We're charging $4,000 for a bag that's cost them.
Yeah, no fault to Louis Vuitton. I'm just curious, like, have a conversation
how
with
does
because
that
Trump
go?
wanted the photo op.
Yeah, he got it.
So there's a photo of Trump and Bernard.
Yes.
In Texas.
Yeah.
Shit. Why?
And
Seems
that's
so
what caused
weird.
outrage from the current women's artistic director of Louis Vuitton.
Daryl Morey?
Yeah, this sounds like a Daryl Morey situation.
Yeah. And he's, obviously he's anti the Trump movement, and that guy's in a pickle.
He's in a
Daryl
Morey himself.
Morey.
He needs to shut the fuck up. Straight
So
up.
what did he say? His name's Nicholas. I don't know how to say his last name,
Yeah.
but Nicholas something. He spoke out about it. What did he say?
He's just like, because Trump is homophobic and all these things, and so he's like, I don't stand with this.
So he's going to have to bail.
You have to bail then. You have to quit. If you don't stand with it, because I don't think Louis Vuitton's moving their factory because of you, homie.
I mean,
No.
Pipe down.
I'm not a big fashion guy, but I've never heard of Nicholas Sheshko.
and like,
You know what I mean?
He ain't Virgil.
I'm just
if
saying.
Nicholas wants to dig a little deeper,
Yeah.
Where's another big market? China.
Yeah. You can't do anything in China then.
Yeah, where you going, Nicholas?
Yeah. Guess who buys a lot of Louis Vuitton? Chinese people.
Yeah, it's a weird time, man. But I just wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like
It's so funny because it's so easy to be outspoken against the U.S.
Yeah.
About Trump, and we disagree with the majority of everything he does.
Because
but you're allowed to disagree, and we can live freely. But you disagree.
Yeah.
Imagine if that guy said anything about China.
Oh, he would
they'd kill him.
Yes.
Some French person would show up and just slit his throat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
It's such
try
a
it
weird
out.
time. It's
It is.
so weird.
Yeah.
It's this China thing is really because we're in a time where we're all so outspoken about our leadership. It has literally no one's saying a word.
Not about like China
No.
or the Middle East
It's
or
like-
any of these
The
places.
NBA China, it's blown over. No
over.
one's talking about it.
They're not allowed to.
And Trump freaking was
Shut up and dribble.
Gosh, man.
I want to make a shirt in Chinese that says "Shut up and dribble."
But that sort of leadership scares me because think about the fact that we're over here on our frickin' social media all day, just like, fuck Trump, fuck this rights,
Fuck NBA.
shootings, fuck everything. And then it's like China's over there working people to death
And slaughtering people.
with a dictatorship, and we are scared to even say fuck China.
yeah,
That's powerful.
I would rescind your statement.
Which one?
Me?
You
Did
just
I
said
say
fuck
anything?
China.
No, I wasn't saying, listen, China, listen. I
China,
wasn't saying fuck China. I was saying we're not allowed to say fuck China. But I would never even consider saying fuck China.
We understand.
Hope you understand. Okay. Well, let's hope Nicholas, figures it out. But it's a weird, weird time. It
Yeah.
went from like the most popular time ever to be outraged to like, it just got weird with this China.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another thing. We were talking about profits. We were talking about Lyft and all these companies having trouble becoming profitable. Even Airbnb, which is one of the most loved, I think looked at as legitimate, truly is the future. I think that's a pretty universal thought. I don't think it's widely hated or unaccepted. Even they can't turn a profit. What is the new business model? To not make money?
This one is like, this is one of the companies where I thought they were profitable.
I did too.
We had heard that was the case. Indeed, they're just another pile of shit.
Do you have what came out?
$306 million in the first quarter they lost. That means the business doesn't work.
What's the revenue?
Didn't share.
So Airbnb widely was supposedly profitable, and I think they were a couple years ago. But the
Profitable is very funny.
Sure, fuzzy math.
Yeah.
But I think the issue is, and
They
this
peaked.
was widely known within technology circles that their growth had stagnated a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure out how to grow, and there's actually real competition. There's so many different.
Yeah, they have experiences for dogs. They're running out of growth.
Yeah, so they stagnated growth, and a lot of competition came in, and it sounds like they doubled marketing spend, losses doubled quarter over quarter, and this was the company that everyone's like, yeah, Uber loses money, Lyft loses money, WeWork's zero,
Airbnb is
but
the golden
Airbnb is
child.
fine, and now they're going public. They're going to do a direct listing, and I think that they'll get out because they have $3.5 billion in cash on the balance sheet. It's not a WeWork situation. Let's be clear. They're not, insolvent. They have a lot of cash. They need to figure out how to grow and actually stem the losses. And
What are they losing money from?
Seems like a bad time to go
I don't
public,
understand
too.
how they're losing this much money. What are you spending money on? I get marketing, but what?
Yeah.
TV commercials?
I don't see Airbnb TV commercials. Do you?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know. Yeah.
I
They're
just-
IPOing soon. That's where the financials came from?
I think next spring.
Where do these financials come from?
So
they probably have public debt, so they have to release it.
No, it's the information.com. It's a popular tech blog.
Oh, okay. They
They
leaked it?
leaked it, and then it went viral after that. And it's scary because after a year ago, even 6 months ago, it was outside of Stripe, the most sought after privately held stock that everyone wanted. And now, I don't know.
It was $47 billion.
Feels weird.
Yeah, it was trading at $47 billion.
That's not what's $47 billion. You're losing
No.
$1 billion a year?
1.2.
Yeah. If you continue on this pace.
It's probably increasing.
It really feels to me like in a lot of places, the last 5 years, there were all of these disruptive companies. They're like, wow, changing hotels, changing taxis, changing whatever. It looks like they're all not changing shit and they're all failing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is
what?
They're just small businesses.
No.
They don't need to be.
Hold on. We've talked about this.
Tell me.
There's a difference between tech-enabled and technology companies. True technology companies that get the valuations that we all talk about have 70+% gross margins. All the tech-enabled businesses do not have those. They have 10 to 20% gross margins.
Airbnb is not a tech business.
I know, but I'm not even talking about
Airbnb
valuation.
is not a
I'm talking
tech
about
business.
a sustainable business that turns a profit.
Right, and my
That's not
point is
hot.
no, but my point is those businesses were being valued as tech businesses, but they actually should have been valued as like Airbnb
I
probably
know.
should be a real estate business.
But do you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? What I'm saying is fuck their valuation. I don't care. The valuation, all it did was allow them to get even more cash to have even more of a shot at making this thing work. None of them work economically. That's what I'm saying. So like, what's even the real business here?
No. But you're hitting on the point that they were able to fool people to think that these were true technology businesses getting
No, but they're not
cash.
even true businesses.
I know, but all that I'm saying is we thought about it like, wow, in our last, 5-10 years, we have seen the taxi industry completely change, the hotel industry completely be disrupted. Wow, what a time. And like slowly, one by one, even the office space, everything, one by one, it just seems like, no, you haven't disrupted anything because your business model doesn't work.
Yeah.
So what have you really
All you
disrupted?
did was
Anyone
really
can-
subsidize
Yeah.
a bunch of kids who want to go to like little houses all over.
Like I could go raise a bunch of money and say, you know what, I have this new company, it gives everyone a free iPhone. It's super sick, I'm disrupting buying phones.
It's like Movie Pass.
Yeah,
Hey,
there
go
you
to the
go.
movies for free.
Right? It works for 3 years. You run out of money. It was never a real business.
Yeah.
It's all a lie. And like
Yeah.
it just feels like we're hitting this point where all of these businesses are being exposed and it wasn't real. So like what do you do here? Like the hotel business, the old model still works financially.
and it makes
Yeah.
money.
Taxis still
Hotels
make
make
money.
money.
Like,
Taxis-
Yeah, the hotel industry is probably like cheering.
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird.
It is weird.
I mean, when is the only time you guys take Airbnb? Coachella?
No, we don't Coachella.
No, we don't.
At,
We have.
Airbnb.
We've.
I have never personally got an Airbnb.
No, but how do we get our house?
from a rental?
Like a VRBO.
Oh no, I think we get it from a real estate agent. we don't even get it.
No, we don't.
So we use what?
I've
Airbnb.
no, you
Airbnb'd
used
in
it like
Europe.
what when we
Okay,
went to Super
once.
Bowl?
Amsterdam, San Sebastian.
Is that what you did
Airbnbs.
at Super Bowl Arizona?
Yeah,
So
maybe.
But
Three
we're
times.
But no, the average person
not
does Airbnb.
average young person, maybe.
I've done
Adults
it-
are still staying in hotels.
how many times have you done it, Pete?
I've done it a lot.
So, but my
More or
point
less.
You
is,
can't make money off Pete.
No, because I'm searching for the
Pete's like the
cheapest
equivalent of
room.
like an Indian
shit
consumer.
ton of Pete's. Yeah, it's just crazy that it's not real.
Yeah.
Like, what happens? Once again, I don't. If Airbnb starts losing all this money, who knows with where their money's going, right? But like, if they this is the beginning of them now losing money. Uber, we don't see any end in sight other than driverless cars, right? These scooters, we don't see any end in sight other than
No,
they're
it's so goddamn
indestructible.
expensive now to ride a scooter. They're probably printing money. It's $5
they raised all
for
the
me.
prices?
So, yeah, the prices are insane. We talked about it on the live pod. It cost me $4.50 to go home.
But here's so
1 mile.
Yeah.
Here's the problem then. If Airbnb, what this map tells me is that if they stop spending marketing money, that people will just stop using Airbnb and they'll go back to using hotels. Is that must be their thesis?
Well, it
Or
must
no,
be.
there's Sonder. There's like all these different common. There's like so many different like options. And I think those you're competing against another set of subsidized businesses.
Yeah.
That
that's
don't exist.
Shitty. It's just like 5 subsidized businesses battling for fake business.
Yes.
yes.
Sick. Okay, well, we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
But we might be back to taxis and hotels.
Yeah. Keep your Marriott in your
2000
taxi.
2022, you have to lease your office for a year like everyone else. You are riding taxis and no more precious scooters. Okay, let's talk about politics news and just general kind of world news. Elizabeth Warren. So these Democratic debates have been happening. There's obviously a lot of stuff going on in that world. Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders have this big thing about free college. It turns out one of the new bits of pushback on that thought is that it would be a really bad idea for foreign students because they
Yeah.
wouldn't partake in that. Is this a real concern?
I mean, it's just something that I think, here's a concept, free education. I don't think any American is against giving, if they could figure out how to pay for it, free education to our students, American students. There's people that are outraged because they're saying that, what about the foreign students that come? And I was like, Fuck them. Who cares?
Jeez,
If
Trump.
if I went to Australia for college, I don't get free tuition, or can't. Some certain countries offer free tuition for their students. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I have a hard time.
Yeah, and by the way, then I went and to look up how many foreign students. There's 16.8 million college students in the undergraduate level. 440,000 are foreign. We can't not help 16.4 million American students for 400,000 foreign students. That is backward ass thinking.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I want to stick up for the foreign students on this one, but I can't.
We can't stick up for everyone all the time. You gotta eventually care about your own neighbor, your own person.
But like, who's caring about them?
No, it's just people. If you Google the topic, there's people saying, "What about the international students?"
But is this like that doesn't even sound like a Republican argument? So is that just?
I don't know if it's a political.
I think
argument.
it's just a woke argument.
Yeah.
But the woke are supposed to be sticking up for these two.
You should be
Shut
sticking
up.
up for the
Just
16.4
pipe
million.
down. Everyone's freaking following the.
I don't know. Everyone's going to college for free either. How's
Yeah, I
that
mean,
being
that's
paid
all
for?
Public universities, I don't know. They'll
I
have
think
to figure that out.
Lyft
I mean,
said they were gonna pay for it.
states.
If you tax,
States are already bankrupt.
but if you
so we're just
tax
gonna-
Bezos 97%, that pays all of California students.
All right.
97% tax on Bezos.
I like the idea
I
of
think
this.
we should. I think he's Washington, right?
I know, but just the amount of money we take from him will pay just for California.
Yeah, whatever.
This is just
Screw
good
Washington.
headlines.
Yeah.
No one's going to college for free. This is just stupid.
It happens in a lot of countries, though.
It's not happening here.
I think there'll be a version of it.
I think it could happen in 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't- where's the money? We don't even have money for roads.
I don't know.
How are we paying for free
I'd rather
college?
have free education than roads.
I'm sure you would, but we don't have either.
What about healthcare? We still talking
We don't have
about
health
that,
care.
or-
We have no roads.
Is that still like a priority, or we kind of?
Because we're too busy fighting when a factory comes making Louis Vuitton in America.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
We're fighting dumbass battles.
We're trying to bring factories back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, sick. Well, whatever. We don't need free college because you don't need a college degree to work in all the factories.
Johnson
that are coming
counties,
back.
yeah.
Yep. Okay. Good stuff. I just got to say, if this is woke people that are fighting Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, Trump is winning 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Just for the record.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like bad news for me and Pete. You two couldn't care less. Global pork prices are going through the roof
Yeah.
because apparently there's some sort of swine fever disease in Eastern Asia, and it's affecting pigs all over the world. Expensive ass pigs.
This is crazy. African swine fever is killing hundreds of millions of hogs in Eastern Asia countries, causing a global shortage in pork everywhere. And bacon prices and pork prices are surging.
Buy America.
Buy
I only
pigs.
want American pigs.
I mean, I wish I was loaded up on pigs right now.
Yes. If you are a pig farmer, there's a 40% decrease in pig herds because of this crisis in China. 275 million pigs. It's a decrease in by the end of 2020. This is like a serious pig problem.
That's a pig problem. That's a shit ton of pigs.
And President Trump has claimed that China has promised to buy $40 to $50 billion worth of U.S. agricultural goods.
And if you are a pig
win
farmer,
for the pigs.
pig win.
Pig win.
Pig win. We need to grow some fucking pigs.
Yeah.
Lucky
Yeah.
for you, I know how to breed pigs.
Do you really?
No.
Oh, man, I thought it just came with the...
You could have been useful.
I knew a lot of friends in high school that would raise pigs.
I'm telling you, if
It's
you
time to
have
hit 'em
some
up.
like kind of down and out friends from high school that are looking for
Grow
something
some
to do,
pigs.
Get them out here.
I don't know,
No, stay
too
there.
expensive to
No,
Stay in
there,
Wisconsin. Yeah.
stay in Wisconsin, start a pig farm. This is such a serious crisis in Asia that they're going to need to source pigs from America or other countries that don't have this problem. It's a pig opportunity.
Yeah. That might be a good title for the episode.
It's a pig opportunity.
Pig opportunity. Okay.
Big.
Pig. Okay. Next up, how do you pronounce the city where your parents are from?
It's a state. It's called Karnataka.
Karnataka.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Karnataka, maybe this is where you got, you said you almost got kicked out of high school for cheating. Maybe this is where
No,
you got.
college. I never cheated in high school.
What was the one where you almost didn't get to walk the stage? That was.
That was high school, but because I called not appropriate words in today's lingo.
Clearly, it wasn't appropriate then either.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think it was.
Yeah. Well, today we can't say those things. Okay. So college, you almost got kicked out for cheating.
Yes.
Seems like you might have got it, through your bloodline because it's a big, big problem back in
Yeah, it's genetic.
It's genetic. And they have a hilarious solution to it that we're not even going to be able to fully do it justice. So we'll post it on our Instagram today. But can you tell us what their solution to all these cheaters are?
So this just tells you that it's so backwards how people are thinking about the world. There's a serious cheating problem in colleges, apparently in India. I mean, everywhere. So instead of trying to actually figure out why that's happening, they've opted to put cardboard cartons on their head with a cutout so you can only see your test and not your neighbor's test. It is insanity.
And when you see the picture, it looks like a little kid, like trying to dress up like a robot.
Yeah.
Like with a tight little box around his head with a window cut in it.
And by the way, the college administrator that came up with this, his name, Satish.
Satish.
Yes.
Is that a popular
We
name?
had Jagdish.
We had Jagdish. We had what was Natraj.
Natraj.
Now
Now it's
Satish.
Satish.
Gosh. Man, what a strategy. I mean, if nothing else, you just look like an idiot.
Yeah.
So maybe
You're shaming yourself.
Yeah.
Like, don't look.
Yeah. It is just like it's ridiculous.
Okay.
But they got to figure out cheating. This is not going to solve the problem.
Wait till you see the pic. But I think it's genetic. Okay. And then last but not least, it looks like California has signed an interesting bill. And that is and I didn't realize, I've heard of fat shaming. Terrible thing. I've heard of slut shaming.
Yeah.
Not good. I didn't know there was such a thing as lunch shaming.
Yes.
And apparently it's a big problem where if you are backed up on your payments for your school lunches, they would not allow you to get lunch. And so that kid would be ridiculed, made fun of, bullied, because it's the broke kid with no lunch.
Yeah.
And California just signed a bill to end that. So now you can get your lunch.
Children can get their lunch.
Yep.
Kids are so cruel. I forget, now that I have a child and he goes to school, I start recalling high school, junior high, elementary, and how cruel kids are.
I think junior high is the worst.
Yeah, that's
From
fair.
what I remember.
Maybe high school.
I was terrified in junior high.
I feel high school, like, things kind of got fragmented. Like, if you were doing well in school, you like...
You didn't have to experience
Yeah, you didn't have to experience a lot of the bullying.
I feel like in my memory, like in high school, like the people that could potentially beat you up could do a lot more damage.
So my experience
people
in
get stronger.
my experience in high school, we had plenty of bad kids.
Yeah.
But we just weren't worth their time.
Yeah.
Like, why are you picking on the idiots that are studying?
Yeah.
Like, let's go fuck with the cool kids.
Yeah.
So I was.
See, I was one of the cool kids that got fucked with. I'm kidding, I wasn't. But I whenever like you see fights and like the guy you have beef with, and they get in a fight with someone else, you're like, damn, like that looked like it really sucked. At junior high, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, everyone's
Junior high, I feel like everyone's fair play.
Everyone's beating up everyone.
And high school, I feel like, hey, that group's studying.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
We don't need to bully them.
Well, as long
but
as
if
you're
you're
in the
trying
right
to be
crowd.
cool, if you're trying to be cool in high school, you're fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which most people are. So if you're in that group, high school's way worse.
I think because we knew we were not going to be cool, it was much.
No one bullied me in high school. People bullied me in junior high.
Junior high and elementary, I definitely got bullied.
that makes sense. That's interesting.
I got bullied in both, so.
Yeah. High school, I got like threatened once in a while, but not really like
It
bullied.
was pretty easy high school, and we
Yeah,
had
like,
plenty
I'll
of bad
kick your
kids.
ass. I'm like, yeah, I know you can kick my ass. That's
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, great. What are you proving? Beat up some small Indian kid. Good luck.
That's not a.
What stripes are you getting for that?
It's just a warm up, just like to earn your your yellow belt. Holy cow. Okay, well, that's good. Either way, that's good. And I'm sure that, like, I don't know, not to be too sensitive about it here, but like the damage that stuff does on some people is really like affects your, your path in life. So if you're one of those kids that's stuck without a lunch, like these little changes can make big differences.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have 2 TV updates that I didn't talk about. Number 1, I binge watched over the weekend the entire Paul Rudd
You did?
show.
How was it?
pretty good.
Yes, I haven't even started watching it.
It is a little.
I like that.
There's something about everything that Netflix does that's a little like cheesy.
Yeah.
And it is a little cheesy.
But it's entertaining.
But like whatever, it's entertaining. It's low level entertainment.
Okay.
Second, Power's gone forever in the middle of the season
Why?
because Comcast pulled Stars.
Why don't you get the streaming? That's how I get Stars.
Me too, but they didn't. They didn't post it and said tentatively it's gone.
Power this season's unbelievable.
Unbelievable! It's gone. It's supposed to be. There's a new episode tonight. It's gone, and 50 Cent's been.
I saw
posting.
that. Yeah.
So I think it might be like whatever. I don't know. Maybe they own the rights to it. So
Yeah.
if you dead it, it's dead. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can still stream it if it's not on any network.
Got it.
Really?
I don't know.
That's how I get it. I
Because
don't.
why wouldn't they just stream it?
Because people have already paid for it, part of their package. They're like, you're making me sign up for another. Because like Stars is included in a premium TV package
Yeah.
on DirecTV or Spectrum or whatever, Comcast. So people who pay for it are like, now you want me to pay $8 a month for
Yeah,
Stars?
but why do I get punished? Because I've been paying. I just chose the right platform. Sorry.
No, you chose the wrong platform.
No, I chose the app.
You chose the streaming app.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're fine.
So, but it's not. No, they're not posting it.
Can
They
we
are
li-
saying it's done forever.
Can
But
we-
Today is Sunday when Power.
You tell me when I go home, I
Yes.
can't watch Power.
Correct.
Liar.
Truth.
Paul Rudd for me.
I can't wait till November 1st when
Apple TV comes.
and Dee has to say how good the Jennifer Aniston show is.
I'm going to love it. I already love it.
You already love it.
I already love it. I saw the billboard. I was like, I'm
It's
going to love that show.
everywhere. I walked a lot today. The billboards, the bus stops.
Even the other show,
everything's-
there's another Apple one, the Jason Momoa or whatever.
Yeah, C or something.
Yeah.
C. You know what else I've been seeing a lot lately is Disney Plus billboards.
Yes.
Between those two, and then you throw in a little bit of weed
Yeah.
and whatever else is the people advertising in LA. That's all of the billboards.
Billboards are
business is
so
good.
Streaming weed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
whatever.
Must be nice to own some billboards in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, business is good.
It's going to be like owning a pig in 2 years.
Maybe you're right. Well, that's my update. So I don't know. I don't know whether we have to call Comcast and protest. I'm not sure, but I think there's a good chance we never see another episode of Power.
Wow. That would suck. This season's so good.
We're in the middle of such a good season.
Do you always see those memes? And this will be the last thing. This is dragging. But when people see
least
Tariq
you
out in the
recognize it.
public,
I was going to say that too.
and when people want to
Wait,
just
which
beat him
one?
up,
Yes,
Wait,
because-
which one?
So
Tariq.
Tariq,
he's the son on the
Okay.
show.
James
I
St.
know
Patrick's
that,
son,
yeah.
who's like the little snitch. Just
Yeah,
little
he's just a
snake.
piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit, and like people always make jokes and shit. Like you see him out and you want to beat his
You
ass.
beat his ass. Everyone hates him so he's like the most hated character on TV.
And when
I've
this got
seen-
taken off, 50 was like had everyone doing videos. So 50 was like, "Yo, everyone, reach out to Comcast. Power's done." Tommy did it, and then Tariq did it. And I'm like, let me read the comments. And everyone was
Like,
like,
he snitched.
"Bro, fuck Tariq. We don't trust him. Why would you have him do this shit?"
It's amazing when fictional characters translate
Yes,
to real
I
life.
feel
when I
bad for
see
him.
Tariq, I hate him.
I feel bad for Tariq, man. He's got to go get another big role. Because if not,
What's
he's
what
gonna
happened to
get.
Screech, right?
Yeah.
His life's
Yeah.
ruined for Big Screech.
Oh, it sucks. Okay. All right. That's it. Guys, have a great week this week. We will be back on Wednesday with another hot episode. And if you miss us in the in-between time, sign up for our newsletter, group-chat. No, group-chat.com.
Yes.
Why are we whispering?
And also, head on over to our Instagram at GroupChatPod. And just in case you'd like to be featured on our Instagram page with a really, really good, smart question, please make a video of yourself asking a question on your phone and send it to groupchatquestions@gmail.com.
Thank you.
And follow us on TikTok.
And also, we're on TikTok.
Do we have any
because
followers?
It's the hottest
Yeah,
new
we got 60
platform
views. 1 million
That's
views.
fucking exploding.
We had 60 million
with
views on
real
that video the
numbers.
other day.
I just want to go on record and say you guys are putting out newsletters. You guys are saying openly that TikTok is a sham and that it's not real and the audience isn't valuable. I'm saying you're on the wrong side of history. That's
Wrong
it.
side of China.
You're on number one.
More importantly.
Yeah, thank you. They're going to check my numbers when they start wiping out Americans. Guys, we'll see you later.